in the car park, just ready to go in now for shoulder and arms. We're nearly 5.5 weeks out now from the show, so this is the home. Feels like the home straight now. Condition is a lot better already than last year, so I'm very pleased. But I know that there's stiff competition every fucking year, so you know, it's no time for complacency. It's just time to stick at it and grind these sessions out, and try and put in, really attack the sessions with whatever energy I've got, and that result is going to pay off. I know it already. See you in the gym for shoulders and arms. Okay, so we're starting the workout with a landmine press. I worked up to a heavy set of 50 kilos on the bar, where I just did a couple of reps just to trick the nervous system, and then backed off down to 42.5 to do a heavy set of 8 reps. It's a great exercise, quite athletic, on your feet, going from weight shifting from the back leg onto the front leg as I push the weight up and around. It's great for shoulder health, particularly if you're tight in the lats, going up overhead. Great shoulder builder this. Into the Z press, so we're in a tall leaning position. So we're getting away from the bench, the seated bench, and this just allows the body to be in a better position posturally, for the shoulders to actually upwardly rotate on the rib cage. So again, better for shoulder health, and it's a humbling exercise. I started with 26s for 8 reps and then dropped the weight by half and doubled the reps, so 16 repetitions with, I think we used 12s, yeah, so 26 down to 12, 16 repetitions on the 12s. Drop set here, barbell curls. We're onto biceps now, so we worked up to heavy weight here, 55 kilos on the bar. Bicep curling this, slight little momentum, but this is very controlled. 6 total repetitions, dropping down the weight to 40 kilos. 40 kilos for 7 repetitions, a little bit control here, really trying to keep it smooth through the repetition, and even on the way down, and even more so when we get to the 30 now. Very easy to keep this controlled. I think we did 8 repetitions here, so 6, 7, 8 set. Barbell curls, great exercise for building mass, pure mass on the bicep. Into some slow controlled dips, so weighted dips, great exercise for building the triceps, shoulders, and even the pecs a little bit. So I'm going quite upright here. It's not too much of a forward lean, so it's emphasizing more triceps. Trying to do these really slowly. Even on the way up, I'm not really pushing through with tremendous force, just enough to keep me moving. Just trying to tap into some different fibers. We normally just blast the reps out, but we just decided to change it up and try and make these controlled as we possibly can. Marco doing a quick little set here, jumping in on the dips, making it look very easy. These were tough for him a few months ago, so this is tremendous improvement he's shown. We went on to incline dumbbell curls, so it was slightly declined sort of back, so it just stretches the long head of the bicep, with the arms behind the body, creates a tremendous stretch on the bicep head. And we're doing another chaos set here, so a heavy weight for 8 reps, and then to half the weight for double the reps. So I think I did 18s down to 10s. I think I did, so 18s for 8 reps, and then 8 to 10s for 16 reps, which is a burner. It's a real burner at that point. particularly as I'm quite depleted during this workout. I think I only had about less than 100 grams of carbs this day, so it was really difficult to get this much volume in when you're that depleted. You're literally just running on empty, but just got to attack the workout and just try and keep going. Same format on the tricep overhead here, laying back, trying to keep the ribcage down and pushing into the floor with the feet to keep yourself grounded as much as possible. 8 total repetitions on the heavy set, and then double 16 on the tops on the burn set with a slightly lighter load. So no great exercise for stretching the long head and building big triceps. I feel it's an essential exercise. Of course, you could use a cable, but dumbbells I think give more mass gains than the cable really causes more damage. Onto spider curls, so we're just laying prone over the bench, chest supported, elbows slightly in front of the body this time rather than behind the body before with the inclined curls. Same format again, it's a little burn set, double the repetitions with a lighter load. Do think their arms respond good to metabolic stress and higher reps a lot of the time, but we're still lifting some heavy weight as well along with that. And then onto tricep kickbacks, so same setup, so it's easy to go from one exercise to the other, all on one bench. Do about 4 exercises on here. Our elbows behind the body, so you see the back muscles popping out, rear delts, upper back, and kicking these. Feel a strong tricep contraction here, maximally shortening the tricep. The elbow's got to be behind the body and the arm in full extension. So you do not need a significant amount of weight. I think these were only 10s. Then we went on to side raises to finish up the side delts. I don't like doing these too early and on in the workout, just because I like to finish with this exercise. I think it's a great finisher. But back end of the workout you get a good pump from it, and just really want to utilise lighter loads anyway with this exercise, so it's not too demanding on the nervous system. So when you're tired, it's still an easy exercise to do. We're doing a little drop set here from a heavier weight to a lighter weight, and then I'm doing some hammer curls, but in these scapular planes, are sort of almost like sprinter style bicep curling here with a decent weight. I think in a moment I go on to a slightly lighter weight and doing it a bit more ballistic, like a sprinter's arms. Yeah, here we go. So slightly lighter weight again, so I can get the speed up of the arms. Not quite sprinting arm speed, but still a decent pace, which puts a huge stress through the core response. You've got to fight the anti-rotational component of it, and again, a different stress on the arms. How often do you go really quick with arm movements? Not very often. So it causes a real strong burn, and when the speed starts to drop, you're done. Here was an interesting exercise that Marco really wanted to try. It's almost a little bit of a tate press variation with the cable. So bringing the shoulder blades forward and keeping the elbows at a kind of pressing angle, we're able to almost mimic the top end of a press with a lockout. So it's really quite a nice feel with this exercise actually. So it's something we might keep in as we move forward. Just a lightweight and doing plenty of repetitions for a pump. On some core work. So there's a side plank variation using the Swiss ball to drive and add intensity to it. You see the core muscles working pretty hard here. The hip flexor on the top leg, the lats driving the elbow into the ball together, and yeah, pretty pleased with how we're looking at the end.